Sorry. Evening, everyone. How are we all? Welcome along. It is Saturday, the 26th of August, and it is the 175th Saturday night quiz. Woohoo! And if I'd have realised that a little bit sooner than I found out this afternoon, then yeah, it would have been like fanfare and fireworks and all that kind of thing. We'll save that for the 200th, which will be 25 weeks away. What does that take us to? Some point next year. Anyway, yeah, sorry. And I was just a bit distracted. I just before I pushed the button to go live, I was halfway through reading the very long resignation statement from Nadine Dorries, and I was a bit confused because she said something about the Chiltern Hundreds, and I'd never heard of it before. So I was just reading about what the Chiltern Hundreds was. I'll finish that afterwards. Anyway, welcome along. Thank you for joining us. 175, which makes it 353. No, 300. Hang on. Can't add up now. 175 plus 175 is 350. Yeah, 353 quizzes. That's just Thursday and Saturday nights. That's not including like the New Year's specials, Guinness World Record attempts, and all of that. So yeah, 300. I missed the 350th. I'm really annoyed with myself now. I got a text earlier from a friend of mine saying, "You do know you've done 175 Saturday night quizzes?" And I was like, "No, that can't be right." And then I checked, and yeah, lo and behold. So yeah, 353 quizzes in total of the Thursday and Saturday night variety. But then lots of specials and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, well over 500 now. Anyway, we'll get started. 6 seconds to get started. But I've just seen something, and it's really confused me because no one's used the live chat, the super chat, for ages. It's been a while, it says, but many reasons. But please say hi to Moore, John, and Ange. Hello to all of you guys, and thank you for using the YouTube Super Live chat, so I saw it, because that's not been used for a long time and very much confused me as to what that was. But yeah, welcome along, everyone. Hope you are... Oh, go away, that stupid warning message. But yeah, hope you're all well. Hope everyone is staying safe. Let's do it then. The 100... Oh, and hang on. No. I saw something else as well. Let me just get to it because I saw it earlier on. Hello to Christopher Powell. And I saw this on Twitter earlier. He said, looking forward to this. First timers from Cardiff. So welcome along. Come along. Grab a seat. Get yourself settled. So 50 questions then. Let me just get myself sorted because I'm all over the place. That one there. Please work. And there we go. Right, yeah. So welcome along. So it is Saturday, the 26th of August. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you are all well. So 50 questions over 5 rounds, and there are two. When it comes to the breaks, we'll do 30 questions, and then we'll have a break. But when it comes to the breaks, we do something a bit fun in the breaks, and I'm testing out a new quiz format on you guys for the quiz in the second break tonight. I'll explain that when we get to it. But for now, that's in a little while. Let's kick off as we always do with entertainment. 10 random entertainment questions. Eyes down. Let's get in. Hopefully you've got pens and paper and ready. Let's go. Question number 1. What was the name of the 2004 disaster movie about a climate change created superstorm? So what was the name of the 2004 disaster movie about a climate change created superstorm? Kids quiz as well, plus the attempts on 24 hours. Yeah, I know. Well, this is what, yeah, 24 miles to go. Yeah, that's what I mean. I was adding them up earlier, and I worked it out. So 353 Thursday and Saturday quizzes in total. Because I didn't start the Saturday night quizzes until a few weeks in. It was just Thursdays to start with. Number 2, which act was the first to win the groups category in X Factor UK? X Factor. Someone's asked me if I was applying for The Voice for next year. No. I don't know where that came from. Got a message in the inbox the other day. Have you applied for The Voice this year? No. And if I had, I wouldn't tell anyone until I was allowed. Number 3, Keller and Darwin were wards in which medical drama series? So Keller and Darwin were wards in which medical drama series? That previous comment is what is called cat among pigeons. It's the 175th quiz. I can just get away with saying stuff. I did tell you there was a big announcement in September. That's nothing to do with The Voice, just to clarify. Number 4, which 70s movie had the tagline, "You'll never go in the water again"? So which 70s movie had the tagline, "You'll never go in the water again"? Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Number 5, name the song You Keep Saying You Got Something for Me. Something you'll call love, but confess. So name the song You Keep Saying You Got Something for Me. Something you'll call love, but confess. Ow. Number 6, which TV characters had the catchphrase Cowabunga? Sorry, I was just thinking something. We completely froze. Completely broken. Which TV characters had the catchphrase Cowabunga? Sorry, I was thinking something about the catchphrase and then, yeah. I need a software update this week. Plug myself into a USB port, see what happens. Number 7, which year was Prince going to party like it? So which year was Prince going to party like it? Number 8, in the original Home Alone film, what was the nickname of the criminal duo? So they called themselves something. What did they call themselves? In the original Home Alone film, what was the nickname of the criminal duo? Oh, I meant to say at the start as well. I've not told anyone whether this is live or pre-recorded. I told you on Thursday night it was pre-recorded. You'll have to work it out yourselves. If you're there right at the beginning, you'll know it's live. Number 9, from which country do the pop group Aha originate from? I've had too much caffeine today. From which country do the pop group Aha originate from? Aha. And finally, for entertainment, number 10, what was the title of the 2019 Elton John biographical movie? So what was the title of the 2019 Elton John biographical movie? Yeah, but we're not now. Yeah, but Colin, we're not now because West Ham won. So there you are. Right, round 2 with a bit of history for you. When I say history, this is a bit of everything, really. There's some old history and there's some modern history. Anything after this statement becomes history. So that's why it's history. I've had far too much caffeine. Number 1, who abdicated the throne in 1936? So who abdicated the throne in 1936? Number 2, in which decade was St. Paul's Cathedral built? So in which decade was St. Paul's Cathedral built? We were top of the league for about a couple of hours. Number 3, what was the name of the theatre in which Abraham Lincoln was assassinated? So what was the name of the theatre in which Abraham Lincoln was assassinated? Number 4, who was the author of the book A Brief History of Time? So who was the author of the book A Brief History of Time? Number 5, what VAT? No, hang on. No, yeah, I know what that should be. When VAT was introduced. Start again. When VAT was introduced in the UK, what was the rate? So when VAT was introduced in the UK, what was the rate? Number 6, 1929 saw the what street crash? Did I say 1969? 1929 is what I meant. 1929 saw the what street crash? I'm going to turn my mic up a little bit. So if you've turned your volume up, I apologize if you realize it's a bit low. So if I'm suddenly too loud in your ears, turn it down a bit. Number 7, which country was bailed out with 110 million euros by the Eurozone in the 2010s? No, it wasn't the Sesame Street crash. Which country was bailed out with 110 million euros by the Eurozone in the 2010s? This is a question from my archive. When I originally wrote this question, it just said who was bailed out by 110 with 110 euros. I missed out the million. Which country was given 110 euros to get them out of trouble? Number 8, the first Apple smartphone was launched in which decade? So the first Apple smartphone was launched in which decade? Number 9, which online encyclopedia launched in 2001? So which online encyclopedia launched in 2001? And finally, for history number 10, of which nation was Napoleon the military leader? So, of which nation was Napoleon the military leader? Okay, right, round 3 before we take a short break. So, this, as it's part of the August takeover, so different ideas coming from different people. So, Shelley got in touch. I've not brought up the details actually, but basically what she said was, I absolutely love your numbers round where we have we know the answers are 1 to 10 and we have to try and shuffle them around and what have you and work out which ones are which. She said, but can you make it a bit harder by making the maths questions? And I thought, well, okay, that's a bit trickier to do, but it's possible. So for your numbers questions tonight, they are maths questions. So for example, it will be how many of this And then there'll be a second part to the question of how many of this, and in the middle it will have a multiplication, minus, etc. So same again as with when I always do the numbers questions, only numbers 1 to 10 are used in the final answer, because it's the final answer we want. So I don't care how you get there, you don't have to show you're working out, it's not a GCSE exam. You'll get the idea when we start with this question. So number 1, the Apollo mission number that landed humans on the moon first, minus how many tenths of the law possession is said to be. Okay, and then it's the answer is what will get you the point. So Apollo mission number that landed humans on the moon first, minus how many tenths of the law possession is said to be. Don't forget, if these go too quickly for you, or if you want more thinking time, we've got a break coming up and the answers will go up. The answers? I best double check on what the answers, but the questions will go up on the website. Okay, so you'll have time to recap them in the break. But then saying that, you might be giggling your head off too much for the break, because I know what's coming. Number 2 then. A baker's dozen minus the amount of lions around Nelson's column at Trafalgar Square. So a baker's dozen, or the minus the amount of lions around Nelson's column at Trafalgar Square. Yeah, that's the better way of putting it. Legs on a dog minus legs on a bird. Yeah. I think everyone's getting the gist of it now, hopefully. Number 3, number people with perfect sight are said to have, minus number unlucky for some. Now, with that first part of that question, it's only the number, and the first, like, one of those two numbers, the same number, but you only need to use it once. Otherwise, you'd be trying to, like, the 4 number. You know what I mean? I'm overcomplicating it, but you know what I mean. So number people with perfect sight are said to have, minus number that is unlucky for some. Number 4, the UK emergency number minus the US emergency number. See, I've gone proper maths with this. There's brackets and everything. UK emergency number minus the US emergency number. And then from that number, minus the number of days in the title of Around the World in How Many Days. That's probably going to confuse a few people. UK emergency number minus the US emergency number minus number of days in the Around the World in How Many Days. I think this is a good job. These are going up on the website in the break. I do quite like the idea, though. It's probably the idea is good. The execution's probably not quite there. Number 5, minimum age to become president of the United States of America minus years a pearl wedding anniversary is. Now remember, the numbers in the answers, the numbers 1 to 10 are only used once. So this might be a question, you just have a number left over. Process of elimination and all of that. Like I said, I don't need you working out. It's not a GCSE exam. As long as you get to number, I don't mind. My brain is on fire. Number 6, the place a gold-winning medalist has come times, so multiplied by the number in the name of the sport that features Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris. So the place a gold-winning medalist has come, multiplied by the number in the name of the sport that features Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris. So you're throwing a multiplication in there as well. I didn't want them all to be minus. Number 7, other number than 0 in the binary system, plus the name of the boy band featuring Sean, Richie, Scott, Jay, and Abs. So the other number than 0 that's in the binary system, plus name of the boy band featuring Sean, Richie, Scott, Jay, and Abs. Oh, evening, Roxy. I do hope Paul is with you. Otherwise, this will get awkward in a round's time. Number 8, the number Chinese consider lucky minus the original channel number Big Brother launched on in the UK. So the number Chinese consider lucky minus the original channel number Big Brother launched in the UK. Hey, Paul, I am here. Excellent. Otherwise, my introduction to you in a minute was going to be really, really poor. Number 9, the third even number minus the first even number. I may have been struggling towards the end. The third even number minus the first even number. And finally, number 10. Number of clubs a golfer is allowed in their bag minus a par score on a par 4. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's fine. No, it's fine. That's fine. So I worded that wrong. Number of clubs a golfer is allowed in their bag minus a par score on a par 4. $175. 175. I have some YouTubing to do. Yeah, that's just Saturday night quizzes. Christopher, that's just Saturday night quizzes. There's another 178 of these from Thursday night quizzes as well, because it's Thursdays and Saturdays we're on. But hey, if you want to catch up with them, you are more than welcome to. Right, okay, so the questions, if you need a recap, they're up now on jvpqquestions.com as always. So head on over there if you do need a recap. And I've got a feeling some of you might need a recap on that final round. I like the idea. Thank you to Shelley for giving me the idea for it. But I may not have executed it in the right way. There might be some tricky ones in there. But hey, that's the quiz. It would be far too easy if you knew all the answers. Right. I know what's coming up. So, as always, on a Saturday, we do something fun for the breaks just to give you a bit of a laugh and a giggle. And when I realised at the very last minute that tonight was the 175th Saturday night quiz, I thought I've got to do something fun, but I didn't have time to do it. So I'm going to take you back. These are from 2022. I think actually they're from September 2022. So some of you will have seen these before, but you might not remember them. Some of you have seen these before and will completely have forgotten because you've slept since. But coming up, name the film from these 9 drawings. And who drew them? These are my drawings. So 9 drawings coming up. Name the film, and I will see you in 7 minutes. Okay, right, I am here. Sorry, yeah, you've got 30 seconds, about 30 seconds, and then I'll give you the answers. Sorry, I'm just, we're taking Jack and his two cousins to Chill Factor on Tuesday. So I'm just trying to book for the snow park, and I've just got to the extra options page. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can just wait until after the quiz. I thought, literally in the break, I could just go ding, 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 and done, but no, it's like 1,000 options. Anyway, right. Hopefully you remember these from last time. I know someone's panicking because they can't remember what number 8 is from last time. And I saw a comment that said number 3 is my favourite picture ever. I love that. Right, okay. 3, 2, 1 then. Here are your answers. Okay, so number 1 is Titanic. There's room for 2, Rose. Of course there was room for 2. Would have been a bit of a boring end to the film, though, if, you know. Anyway, number 2 is Dirty Dancing. Number 3, Jurassic Park. Number 4, E.T. Number 5, Castaway. Number 6 was Big. Number 7, The Sound of Music. Number 8, The Matrix. That's the one that Vicky got confused over last time and got confused over again. I thought that's the iconic picture. And number 9, James Bond. James Bond. Yes. Oh no, don't, because I'm getting into me. I'm getting. Oh, I've lost it. Sean Connery. That's his name. I'm getting into me Sean Connery impression. Don't want to start doing that again. Just about got that out of my head. Anyway, right, so that was a bit of fun for you for the first break. Second break, I'm going to introduce you to a quiz concept that we've been working hard on, and it's already well in the process of being done. It's going to feel a bit weird doing it for you guys, but I want to see how you get on with the questions more than anything for that. But that'll come along in the second break. But yeah, we're well along with that. I just want to see how the questions land. Right, I need to turn that one off and then that one on. Okay, right, answers then. Answer sheets at the ready for the first 30 answers coming up now. Let's ping the bum. Okay, so we kicked off tonight with entertainment. Entertainment then, number 1. What was the name of the 2004 disaster movie about a climate change created superstorm? It was The Day After Tomorrow. Number 2, which act was the first to win the group's category in X Factor UK? That was Little Mix. Number 3, Keller and Darwin awards in which medical series? It was Holby City. Number 4, which 70s movie had the tagline, "You'll never go in the water again"? It's Jaws. Dun, dun. I really shouldn't have done that before, but... Number 5, name the song. You keep saying you've got something for me, but something you call love, but confess it is. These boots were made for walking. Nancy Sinatra. If I've got that wrong, I'm in trouble. Number 6, which TV characters had the catchphrase Cowabunga? It's the Teenage Mutant Hero or Ninja Turtles, depending on how old you are, I suppose. Number 7, what year was Prince Gonna Party Like? It's 1999. I need to check something. Someone's just sent me a message about Cowabunga. Cowabunga. Yeah, Ninja Turtles. Did Bart Simpson ever say Cowabunga then? Is that... Anyway, it was the Turtles catchphrase. Sorry, a friend of mine said no, it's Bart Simpson. Anyway, number 8, in the original Home Alone film, what was the nickname of the criminal duo? It was the Wet Bandits. They then became the Sticky Bandits in the next one. Number 9, from which country did the pop group Aha originate from? It's Norway. And number 10, what was the title of the 2019 Elton John biographical movie? It was Rocket Man. History, number 1, who abdicated the throne in 1936? It was Edward VIII, or as someone put, the King. To be fair, if I was actually marking your answer sheet, I probably would give you the point for the King just for it being that way out. Number 2, in which decade was St. Paul's Cathedral built? It was 1675, the current St. Paul's Cathedral, which makes it the 17th century. Number 3, what's the name of the theatre in which Abraham Lincoln was assassinated? It's Ford's Theatre. Number 4, who was the author of the book A Brief History of Time? It was Stephen Hawking. Number 5, when VAT was introduced in the UK, what was the rate? It was 10%. It was 10%, then it dropped down to 8%, and then it went back up, and then continued to go back up. Number 6, 1929 saw the Wall Street crash. Not the Sesame Street crash, as someone said, but the Wall Street crash. Number 7, which country was bailed out with 110 million euros by the Eurozone in the 2010s? It was Greece. They paid that back yet, I wonder. Number 8, the first Apple smartphone was launched in the noughties or the 2000 or the zeros. Number 9, which online encyclopedia launched in 2001? It was Wikipedia. Every time I go on it at the moment, it's asking for money. And number 10, of which nation was Napoleon the military leader? It was France. And your very complicated and confusing numbers round. Let's see how you got on with this. Number 1, Apollo mission that landed humans on the moon first was 11. How many tenths of the law possession is said to be? Well, it's 9 tenths of the law. So 11 minus 9 gives you 2. Number 2, a baker's dozen is 13, minus the amount of lions around Nelson's column at Trafalgar Square, which is 4, and that gives you 9. Remember, you don't need your working out, I'm just showing you how I got there. Number 3, number of people with perfect sight are said to have, which is 2020, so I just wanted one of those numbers, which is 20. Number unlucky for some is 13, gives you 7. Number 4, the UK emergency number, which is 999, minus the US emergency number, which is 911. That will give you 80. That will give you 800. That gives you 88. There we go. Minus the number of days in the around the world in 80 days. So 88 minus 80 gives you 8. So I'm confusing myself here. Number 5, minimum age to become the president of the United States of America is 35, minus the years of a pearl wedding anniversary, which is 30. So it gives you 5. Number 6, the place a gold-winning medalist has come multiplied by the number in the name of the sport that features Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris. So if you get a gold medal, you come first place, which is 1. Formula 1 is what Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris are in, and that will give you 1. So 1 times 1 equals 1. And well done, Lando, for second place today, you little legend. Can't wait for tomorrow now. Number 7, other number than 0 in the binary system, plus the name of the boy band featuring Sean, Richie, Scott, Jay, and Abs. So it's 1 plus 5 equals 6. Number 8, the number Chinese consider lucky, which is 7, minus the original channel number Big Brother launched in the UK, which is 4. So 7 minus 4 gives you 3. Number 9, third even number, which is 6. The first even number, which is 2. So 6 minus 2 gives you 4. And finally, number 10, number of clubs a golfer is allowed in their bag, which is 14, minus a par score on a par 4. So that would be 4 shots. So that gives you 4. 14 minus 4 equals 10. There you go. So that is your first 30 answers. How is thou doing so far? Let me know. Let me know how you're doing. Right, I'm just waiting for some scores to come through because that's how, because it's live, I need to, rather than normally, I just sort of like leave a little bit of space. Sorry, I'm trying to get myself comfortable. I can't get comfortable in this chair today. Right, still to come. Connections and Jebral of the Knowledge. Still to come. Dun, 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 dun. Get that onto there. Okie dokie, right, scores coming through. So, Connections Round, for those of you who are new, Connections Round is quite simple. 9 questions. Question number 10, what links the answers together? So, as part of the August takeover, your Connections Round tonight comes from Paul, who's a very good friend of the quiz, a massive McLaren fan. And he sent me the answers to this and said, I don't want to write the quiz if you think it's going to be too hard, but have a go yourself. And I didn't get it, but I sort of could see where he was potentially going with it. So I said, yeah, go for it. Do you know what? Let's do it. Quizzes, the questions should be easy for people to get, relatively easy. There's a couple of tricky ones. But in terms of the actual answers itself, what links them all together, that's probably a little bit trickier. So thank you very much then to Paul for this. Let's do it. Question number 1. And I forgot I had to pronounce this. Name the country that is called Atoyo. Yeah, that one. In that country's native language. So name the country that is called Atayora in that country's native language. Paul and Roxy now sitting this one out, or are you now trying to remember what the answers are? Number 2, Canberra is the capital city of this country. So Canberra is the capital city of this country. Number 3, Stan Lee is associated with this comic book company. So Stan Lee is associated with this comic book company. See, I think with this, people are going to get half of the link with the connection. That's what I think is going to happen. Oops, drop me pen. Number 4, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher were among the lead characters when this film franchise launched in 1977. So Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher were among the lead characters when this film franchise launched in 1977. So we've had 2 countries, 2 films? Well, 2 countries, a film, and a comic book. What could it be? Number 5, this UK TV channel launched on the 2nd of November, 1982. Good year, that. Brilliant year. This UK TV channel launched on the 2nd of November, 1982. Number 6, in 2023, this country will hold 3 Formula 1 races. Which really had me confused for about 10 minutes when I was going through this to put this together. Because I was like, which country is hosting 3 Formula 1 races this year? And I had the answer, and I still couldn't work it out. It took me a while, and then I remembered. In 2023, this country will hold 3 Formula 1 races. Because I forgot about the one that's already been on, not the 2 still to come. Number 7, this happens on the 25th of December every year. Oh, the YouTube live chat legends are going to be going nuts now because this word's going to get mentioned this early on the quiz in August. They're all sat there now jumping up and down. It's too early to mention this word. Number 8, the most southerly point on the mainland of this country is the Lizard Peninsula. So the most southerly point on the mainland of this country is the Lizard Peninsula. It certainly is. That is not going to be called Die Hard Day. I'm not starting the Die Hard Christmas debate yet. It's too early to start that debate. Number 9, this country is the most southerly of the Scandinavian countries. So this country is the most southerly of the Scandinavian countries. And so, as always, question 10, what links all of those answers together? Very, very clever. I do like this one, Paul. Like I say, I think some of you will get half of it, but I don't know. You know, some of you will get all of it, but some of you will only get half of it. Okay, let's wrap this up then with general knowledge. 10 random questions. For those of you who are new, For those of you who are new to the quiz, general knowledge is basically general knowledge, but we know it here as general knowledge for reasons from back in March 2020, which I won't go into now. But 10 random questions then for you, starting with this. Number 1, what is the most common colour of toilet paper in France? Heard this week and I thought it was hilarious. So what is the most common colour of toilet paper in France? Question number 2. On the shores of which river would you find Glasgow's shipyards? So on the shores of which river would you find Glasgow's shipyards? Number 3. What is the capital city of Trinidad and Tobago? So what is the capital city of Trinidad and Tobago? Number 4. How many horizontal rows of stars are there on the flag of the United States of America? So how many horizontal rows of stars are on the flag of the USA? USA. Oh. Number 5, chocolate, vanilla, and which other flavour make up Neapolitan ice cream? So chocolate, vanilla, and which other flavour make up Neapolitan ice cream? Yeah, ice cream. I've got 5 days before the next quiz for the caffeine to wear off. Number 6, which wrestler was known as Stone Cold? Which wrestler was known as Stone Cold? Number 7, in Morse code, what does ... stand for? Think about it. In Morse code, what does ... stand for? Oh, I'd love to be there in the shop, Vicky, when you go in and go, hello, can I have a Napoleon ice cream, please? Number 8, which chess piece can move in any direction, however, only one square at a time? Sounded a bit creepy. Let me try that again. Which chess piece can move in any direction, however, only one square at a time? Number 9, alphabetically, what is the last sign of the zodiac? So alphabetically, what is the last sign of the zodiac? And your final question this evening, number 10. What is the name of the small hammer used by judges and auctioneers? I need to push the website button. That one. Show that one. And show that one. And publish. It's going to be a lot more complicated when I launch the new website in 30 days, I think it is. Brilliant. Sorry. Right, okay, there we go. That is all of your questions for this evening. So if you need a recap, they're up on the same link, jvpqquestions.com. So head on over to there. Right, I'm going to change this around. So Black Magic, that one on, that one off. And I'm going to put myself in small screen because I'm going to show you, right, it's for your second break. So this is a new quiz format that we've been working on. We've been doing stuff with behind the scenes. So I want to test the question format out on you guys tonight, as we always do in the break. Anyway, we do a little bit of fun, but I can't do this for the main quiz, so I thought I'd save it for tonight. It's called The Ladder. That is not the real title. This is just the title I'm using for this evening because I can't tell you what the real title is at the moment. But I'll bring this across. So what you're going to have come up on screen in a minute is 7 questions. Okay. It will be something like name 1 of these, name 2 of these, name 3 of these, name 4, name 5, name 6, etc. So 7 questions coming up on screen. What you need to do is you need to write down the required amount of answers for each question. So if it was, say, question number 1, name 1 of the flavors of Neapolitan ice cream, you would just write down 1 of those answers. So it might be vanilla. I'm trying to do that without giving you the answer to the question. Yeah, so you just write down vanilla. Okay, and then for question 2, you write down 2 answers, 3, etc. However, when the answers are then revealed, if you get all the answers right, so if you get 1 right for number 1, you move on. But if you get 1 wrong, you're out. Okay, so you've got to get all the answers right in each section for it to go through. Okay, it'll make sense. I'll put the questions on. I'll put the music on as well, which is on media source 1. Turn myself off. No, that one's on. Turn that one off. And I think that is everything you need. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, and that one, 7 minutes. Which if I do that and do that, and then I'll see you in 7 minutes. Hello and welcome back. So I'm not sure how you got on with this, but I've just realised this is probably going to take quite a bit longer than I planned. So I'm going to jump straight into it. So pens down. Jack can't make his way through my office because it's an absolute upside down. So I'm getting ready to change it all around. But shout good night, Jack. You won't be able to, no, don't cry climbing through everything, because just shout good night. Quickly, because Donny's got to give some answers. You're not going to make it all the way through, dude. Quick. Quick. Right, say goodnight. Because you've not seen everyone before. So say goodnight.
Good night. I have a diamond sword.
You do. Right. Go on. Love you.
Love you.
Right. Okay, let's get straight into the answers then. Here we go. So, the first one. Name one capital city beginning with O. You had 4 options for this. There was Oranjestad, Oslo, Ottawa, or Oagu. I can't even pronounce that. So if you've got one of those, congratulations, you are still in. If you didn't get either of any of those, you are unfortunately out. Number 2 then. Name 2 countries that begin with the letter F. So your options for this were France, Finland, or Fiji. So as long as you've written down, if you've got those two out of those 3, you are still in. Number 3, name 3 number 1 singles by ABBA. There's the list. They are the number 1 singles by ABBA. So you needed 3 of these. So as long as you've got 3 of Waterloo, Mamma Mia, Fernando, Dancing Queen, Knowing Me, Knowing You, The Name of the Game, Take a Chance on Me, The Winner Takes It All, or Super Trooper. As long as you've got 3 of those, 3 out of those there, you are still in. Number 4 then, Premier League winners. So you needed to name 4 Premier League winners. These are the winners. There's been 7 in total. So as long as you've got 4 of these, you're still in. Manchester United, Blackburn Rovers, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Leicester City, and Liverpool. So again, as long as you've got 4 of those, you are still in. So if you're still with us, up for number 5. Name 5 of the Star Wars films. There's 9 in total that you could have picked from. So you needed to name 5 of these. A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, or The Rise of Skywalker. So have a quick look at your sheets. Have you got all of those? I really didn't think this through for tonight, but it's fine. It's fine. Number 6, name 6 wives of Henry VIII. Well, there were only 6, so you needed to name all 6 of them. It's kind of what will happen on the quiz. Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. So you had to name all 6 of them. I mean, you don't need the surnames. I'll be quite lenient on that. So you could have written 3 Catherines, 2 Annes, and a Jane if you wanted to. I will, for the purposes of tonight, I'll be lenient. And then if you made it through, number 7, name 7 of the Beaufort scale terms. So there they are. There's 13 in total because it starts at 0 and works it all the way up to 12. So you've got calm, light air, light breeze, gentle breeze, moderate breeze, even fresh breeze, etc. Strong breeze, high wind, gale, strong gale, storm, violent storm, or hurricane. There you go. So, how did you get on with that? What did you think? Not necessarily, if you didn't do very well on it, don't worry about it. Not necessarily, that wasn't the point. But what do you think of it? Well, you've been working on this behind the scenes. We've done a couple of test runs because it's very difficult to show you a format without having the bits that we've got behind the scenes that we've been doing. But it will be coming soon. And once we've got it up and running, once we're doing okay with it, we will be getting some of you involved as well when we get to it. But yeah, so let me know. What did you think of the idea, the format and stuff like that? It would make more sense in an actual quiz sort of scene. But anyway, right, let me know how you got on with that. Grab your answer sheets. Let's give you, because I'm keeping you from escaping this evening because we're running a bit longer than normal, because I normally finish by now. The after quiz post will be out already. But here we go then. Let's give you the answers to the final 20 on your connections round. Then, thank you very much again to Paul, good friend of the quiz, for this. Number 1, name the country that is called Atoria in the country's native language. It is New Zealand. Number 2, Canberra is the capital city of Australia. Number 3, Stan Lee is associated with this comic book company. It is Marvel. Number 4, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher were among the lead characters when this film franchise launched in 1977. It's Star Wars. It's back again. Number 5, this UK TV channel launched on 2nd of November 1982. It's Channel 4. Number 6, in 2023, this country will hold 3 Formula 1 races. It's the United States of America. It tripped me up earlier because obviously we've already had Miami, which was a bit of a boring race. But Miami, Las Vegas, and Texas. I love the fact Texas are selling tickets for the race in Costco. Number 7, this happens on the 25th of December every year. It is Christmas. Number 8, the most southerly point on the mainland of this country is the Lizard Peninsula. It's the United Kingdom. Number 9, this country is the most southerly of the Scandinavian countries. It's Denmark. And what links all of the answers together? It is Lego Masters. Yeah, in fact, let me bring up Paul's very quickly because Paul gave me the... there it is. Quick, dude, come on, load your stupid computer. He did give me the... yes, so all the countries apart from Denmark have a Lego Masters show. Obviously, Denmark is where Lego is from. Channel 4 group of companies are the ones that show Lego Masters. There's been Christmas specials, and Star Wars and Marvel were both specialist weeks on the Australian Lego Masters. And they're also big Lego sets as well, so they give you the clue. But yeah, Lego Masters. So how did you do with that tonight? General knowledge then, number 1. What is the most common colour of toilet paper in France? It's pink. It's actually also, they also have massively floral ones as well. Number 2, on the shores of which river would you find Glasgow Shipyard? It's River Clyde. Number 3, what is the capital city of Trinidad and Tobago? It's Port of Spain. Number 4, how many horizontal rows of stars are there on the flag of the USA? There are 9. Number 5, chocolate, vanilla, and which other flavour make up a Neapolitan ice cream or a Napoleon ice cream if you're Vicky? It is strawberry. Number 6, which wrestler was known as Stone Cold? It's Steve Austin. Number 7, in Morse code, what does ... stand for? It is SOS. So if you're ever in trouble and you need to like help and you've got no other way of doing it, there you go. ... Number 8, which chess piece can move in any direction, however, only one square at a time? It is the king piece. Number 9, alphabetically, what is the last sign of the zodiac? It is Virgo. And finally, number 10, what is the name of the small hammer used by judges and auctioneers? It is a gavel. So there we go. That is your 50 answers for this evening. Tot your scores up. Let me know how you got on. If you're new along with us this evening, thank you very much for joining us. Do let us know what your score was. But if you need a tiebreaker, if you are sat on the same score as someone you know and you want to separate your teams, it is this. And in honour of the fact that the Loch Ness Monster, they're having a big sort of session up there this weekend with loads of people checking out the loch to find out. But according to the website, LochNessSightings.com, yes, it is a thing. And if you've not been on it before, go and look at it afterwards. But how many sightings have been recorded to date? Yeah, they're having a massive thing up there this weekend where they've got loads of people looking at the lake and trying to work out, or the loch, and like trying to work out who it is who is out there. Yeah, so according to the website, LochNessSightings.com, how many sightings have been recorded to date? Remember, nearest to this gets the point as always. Okay, pens down. Remember, nearest to it gets the point. Answer then in 3, 2, 1,149. So there have been 1,149 sightings of Nessie. Some good, some not. Honestly, I mean, I got lost. I was looking for some data on here. I was actually looking for in what year, what year was the first sighting, but it's like 549 BC or something. Yeah, DC. Anyway, it was a very, very long time ago, the first ever sighting kind of thing. And then I just got lost on this website for about 20 minutes looking at webcams and stuff. Anyway, right, there you go. That is it for this evening. How did you do? Apologies if you run to a timescale and what have you and thought that we'd be done. Normally we're all finished by about 20 past 9, so apologies for that if it has run on a bit longer than usual because of that ding for the break. But yeah, do let me know then how you got on tonight, what you thought of that thing for the second break as well. Like I say, don't worry about your scores, it's more about the format. Did you enjoy sort of that kind of question? You won't see that on the main quiz, the main 50 questions, but that is something we are working on in the background. That is it from me for this evening. I am going to stop drinking a lot. I'm going to, I need to lay off the caffeine, I think. I've been a bit giddy tonight. But yeah, thank you very much for being with us this evening. Hope you've all had fun as always. And that's it. The 175th Saturday night quiz is in the books. So we'll be back back on Thursday for quiz number 354. I need to try and work out when the 400th quiz and the 500th quizzes are. Right, that's it from me. I'm going to go. I will see you all soon. Let me know how you got on. But as always from me, take care. We'll see you soon. Stay safe.